Good afternoon, or should I say good evening. It's about 7 o'clock. I'm still in Newham, still going over some of my old haunt. I'm in or near Green Street today, the old Forest Gate police station. Back in the day, Forest Gate and the police all around there were really notorious for racism. And I'm talking the 70s and the 80s. And they used to have a really small police station here. That's what it is now. In the late 70s, early 80s, as I said, it was very notorious, and there was a big demonstration here. Several people threw petrol bombs at the station, and it caught fire. It was closed for ages, and now, as anything, as I always say in London, it's become flats. And it's been flats here for a while by the looks of it. This is the old type of building that it used to be like. You can see the difference to what it is now, but that was actually the original police station. Then what they've done, they made a new police station, all singing, all dance, but as you see, it's all closed as well now. That was the new site of the police station. You can still make out that most of the building is still there, but if you have a look at the roof, that's where the fire was earlier this year in March, I think it was. Yeah, I'm quite sure it was March, and the whole roof is actually burnt down now. And it's closed. The whole station is actually closed now. You can see the front door there, permanent metal sheeting. Again, a lot of people and a lot of rumours, possibly a job that was done, and it's going to be, what do you think it's going to be? Obviously more flats. I think prime position for it to actually turn into flats. Green Street, E7. Back in the day, it was really busy, really bustling, and it's become a total like Asian, South Indian, subcontinent, even Pakistani whole area. Very famous market down here as well, Queen's Market, and we'll have a look. I don't know if you can make it out, but there's no roof actually on the building. Very sunny considering it's 7 o'clock in the evening. But the whole building has become derelict now. So, prime position for flats, as I always say. And let's continue down Green Street. When I was growing up around here, it wasn't quite like this. It was actually a quite good mix of people, but slowly, over the years, it's changed, and the whole area has actually become Asian businesses. Two ways to look at it. One way, it's mega safe down here now. No real trouble, no real headache. Quite safe walking around because every business is open. There's no business that have shut down. There's no derelict buildings now. Everything is, well, open, up and running. So there's always people walking up and down. The other way to look at it is, do we want our areas to go like this? Do we want our areas to progress? And in some cases, they haven't. Or I shouldn't say they haven't, it's just they've changed. And that's unfortunately London for you now. And as I always say, London is my city, and I always say it's the best city in the world. And this is no different. As much as all the changes, it's made it more, actually, cosmopolitan, to say a fancy word. But honestly, what a place. Every business is thriving by the looks of it. A lot of people, and as you look, a lot of cars. All businesses, fancy businesses. Look at that shop over there, turquoise. What is it? Restaurant? Turkish restaurant maybe? And like I said, it's 7 o'clock and there's still people walking around, still people shopping. Yeah, turquoise, traditional Turkish cuisine. It's something different. This is the top end of Green Street, the north end, as I would say, and all I've seen is food shops, mangoes, I love mangoes, and clothes and sari shops. That's all I've seen at this end. Once I get into the middle, you'll see all the gold shops. As you see from the middle, seems to be getting a lot busier as well, a lot more people. See what I mean about the food places, all busy. He's making it fresh, and look at the queue outside of his shop. And as you look around, look how busy it is. And this is really the middle part. Not even a busy part yet. As you get down, you'll notice. But look, everything is open, everything is doing business. Coming into the middle part of Green Street now, and you can see it's a lot busier, and considering it's past 7 o'clock, the business is just starting to close down now. On this side we have them closing, but all you can see, like I said, sari shops and gold shops and food shops, of course. Main part starting from here, Darmani's used to be one of the most famous shops here, and an indoor shopping centre. Made up really nice, I must say. How's that for an indoor shopping centre? And a food court in the far corner. Very nicely done, very impressed with it. And busy. That's what it matters at the end of the day. It's got to be busy. Oh my God, it's like the old days of cheap shopping. Look at that. I haven't seen that for a while, I can tell you. Usually so expensive here, but someone's spending good money. Look at what they've done up there. A lot of new builds going. You can see it's going to be flats. And just look how busy it is. Look at the jewellers. World's favourite jeweller. How big is the jewellers there? Massive. And a man selling coconuts. That's awesome. And all food stores. Jewellers and food stores. But considering, what is it now? 20 to 8. Still busy. Another large vegetarian restaurant, and as always, beggars. You can't get away from beggars. They're everywhere here. And make out in the distance, more building work going. It's getting higher and higher. There we go. 20 yards, another beggar sitting there. Just beggars everywhere. But the place is busy. Coming into the heart of Green Street now. Hear the music going, and as you have a look, see more flats. They've been there for a long time, and all the business underneath it. All I can see here are jewellers, and supermarket. Gold box over there, another jewellers over there. What's this? Variety Fresh, another supermarket. As I always say, if the area is residential and there's a lot of people, there will be a lot of food places, and this is no different. Just walking away from the centre, well, I say the centre, it's the heart of Green Street. It's still Green Street, but these are the main junctions of it. First time I've seen a Paddy Power, first gambling shop I've seen. And what I'm surprised with, the jewellers on the corner, that actually used to be the Duke of Edinburgh pub. In the 70s and 80s, it was notoriously racist, massive National Front here, and there were actually riots up and down Green Street at the time. I always thought the pub would stay, but looking at the demographics of people were changing, I can see what's happened. I don't think these are your pub goers, to be truthful with you, but what's opened? Jewellers. Back in the day, The Paddy Power used to be Wimpy, believe it or not, and it was Wimpy for ages, absolutely years. And as you follow up along here, you'll come up to the train station. Mangoes everywhere. Clothes shops and mangoes, what we like. Gordon Bennett, I still remember snooker club. I remember when that opened, we used to come here. We were just kids then. All the other snooker centres around here have actually closed down. Let me see if it's still open. Yeah, still says it's still open. Haven't actually been in there for years. Used to have a full paid up membership for that. Yeah, still looks open to me. I'm really surprised. Every other one that I've known has actually closed down. If that doesn't signify you're in an Asian area, I don't think nothing ever will. It's a nice mural, I should say, nice pink painting, and it's for a shop for Narala, which does Asian sweets, Indian sweets. Well, you know, I'm a bit partial to sweets, so I don't care what country they come from. Sweets are sweets. And Upton Park Station very much looks just like East End, and very busy. And beggars everywhere again. You can't get away from it here. Have a look at the station inside. I haven't been inside for a long time. And still the same. Hasn't changed much. Looking grubby as well. It's amazing. All these areas are spending loads of money, but the stations don't seem to be changing. Queen's Market. Market's probably all closed now. Yeah, that's the Queen's Market. All closed now. It is just coming up to 8 o'clock. Not like the Turkish markets where the binmen come or the councils come and they clear it within 10 minutes. Here, it's just left there. Let's see what it's like on the way back, because I'm going to actually walk back this way as well. When I was younger, this part all around here by the Queen's and the Queen's pub used to be notorious for drugs. All little drug dealers hanging around just on the other side of this. Just around here, there was always just drug dealers hanging around. Seem to have cleaned it up a little bit, to be truthful with you. But you can see why. You got cover from the rain, cover from the hidden cover and stuff and everything like that. So it was massive back in the day. Possibly in the evening it's still going to be the same. But I haven't been down here for a long time. Does look a little bit cleaner than before, and the pub actually had security as well, so that can all be good. I remember the Millwall football fans came down, FA Cup game it was, from there, and they were supposed to just come to here, and it absolutely kicked off wild. I'm sure you can still pick up pictures on YouTube somewhere but such a short run. What's that? A couple of 100 metres, that's all it was, from Upton Park Station to the ground. Wow, this has changed. Look at the amount of flats that have gone up here. You can't get away from flats in London. I say London, it's really every major city in the world, not just the UK, really the world. But wow, I'm really surprised how different it looks. The road to me somehow looks a lot wider than normal. I don't know. Definitely looks a lot wider to me than normal. Up here used to be the West Ham entrance, grounds entrance, all the way through flats. Quite high as well, considering. Definitely has changed, and we're coming right away at the bottom end of Green Street, which is the Barking Road, and that was always known as the Bowling. And there's a pub on the corner, Bowling Pub. So far, nice to see at least the church has survived. Seems to be open work going on to it, but so the other side as well. Flat's been built there as well. Same sort of build. So all you're going to have is just flats all the way around, all the way. And the church surviving in the middle. Let's hope it survives. Nice to hear the bongs are still going from the church. Well, I'll make it just before 8, so it's running a little bit fast, but nice to hear. I do like all the old stuff. I do like the traditional stuff. And bottom end of Green Street, the Bowling Free House, the Bowling Pub. Beautiful building. If we can have a look, it used to be a cinema just around the corner. I don't know if that's still going to be there. And the famous statue for West Ham, Bobby Moore, carrying the World Cup '66. We'll have a closer look at that. Let me see if the cinema is still there first. Sadly, very, very sadly, the cinema's gone as well. This used to be the cinema. I spent many times visiting down here because I only used to live straight down the road over there. And look at that, a selection of 1, 2 and 3 bedroom apartments for rent. That is what's going to be made. There you go, building in place. With the pub on the corner. At least the bowling has survived, which is a surprise. But I'm glad it has survived. That's a statue there, riff-raff hanging and sitting out along it. I wanted to take a picture in front of the statue, but I'm not going to take it with these lot just hanging around, sitting outside it. But hey, that's what happens. What can I say? Make it nice. People are going to hang around it. But hey, maybe another time. Maybe another time. So far with Green Street, I'm I don't know if it's better or worse, to be truthful with you. What's your opinions? I grew up around here, and whenever I talk about it, I always tend to talk with a bit of how shall I say, not just pride, but with a bit of passion, because it's always been in my blood. East Ham, Newham, Barking, they've always been in my blood. I know there's changes, that's just the world over, but better or worse, you tell me.